Introducing the ATS 5000 tourniquet system, featuring personalized pressure technology. At Zimmer Biomet, we believe in treating every patient as an individual. That's why the goal of our tourniquet system is not to simply stop blood flow. Our philosophy is to use the minimum amount of tourniquet pressure at a specific time with a specific cuff to a specific patient's limb. We call this personalized pressure technology. The ATS 5000 is designed to take personalization to the next level. The ATS 5000 is a dual-port, dual-cuff system with a large touchscreen display that clearly displays the time and pressure during a surgical procedure. The illuminated green AC indicator shows that the unit is plugged in and is being powered by AC power. This setting is standby mode. To ensure the machine is always ready to use, it should remain plugged in at all times to keep the battery charged. If AC power is lost for any reason, the AC indicator light will go off, but the unit will remain powered for up to 6 hours via the battery backup. When the unit is operating on the battery backup, a battery status icon appears and displays the battery's current battery capacity. When the ATS 5000 is turned on, the unit will automatically run a self-test to check system hardware and software. The Zimmer Biomet Circle Z icon and a progress icon appear on the LCD display during this diagnostic check. After the diagnostic check is complete, the unit automatically checks its calibration. The ATS 5000 touchscreen has two sides. The red side controls the main cuff, while the blue side controls the second cuff. The cuff connector ports are color-coded to match the corresponding screens. To prevent potential accidental changes, the ATS screen requires intentional one-fingered touches. Brushing, multi-finger, or palm touches will not activate the display. The default pressure and time settings are held in the machine's memory and will return whenever the machine is powered up. To display the set pressure, touch the pressure tile. A new tile appears with a pressure display and increment and decrement buttons. The pressure display will show the current default setting. The pressure settings range from 20 to 600 millimeters of mercury. Touch the increment and decrement buttons to change in increments of 1, or touch and hold to change in increments of 5. Before inflation, to adjust more quickly, touch, hold, and drag the pressure adjustment slider to make changes in increments of 5. The time tile functions in the same way. Touching the tile shows the current time setting, and time can be adjusted from 0 to 240 minutes. The ATS 5000 offers customizable options with its new Surgeon Protocols feature that allows for surgeon-specific preferences to be selected and saved. To access protocols, touch the Advanced Features button, then select the protocol you plan to use. To select an already programmed protocol, first touch the Protocols tab. Next, select the protocol you wish to use. Touch the Confirm button to enable the protocol. To create a new protocol or to edit an existing protocol, touch the Settings tab followed by Edit Protocol to make your customized selections. Once you've edited the protocol, touch the Save button to save your preferences. You can return to the Protocols tab to select your customized protocol for use. To change the default pressure or time setting, first touch the Advanced Features button. Next, touch the Settings tab, then the Edit Protocol button, followed by the Default button, and make your selection. The factory default setting is 250 millimeters of mercury, and the default time is 60 minutes. Touch the Save button to save the indicated pressure or time as the new default setting. The new settings are updated immediately. The Settings tab also offers the ability to change user preferences, including brightness and volume. When you're ready to initiate a deflation protocol at the end of the procedure, touch the Cyclic Deflation or Step Deflation buttons, followed by the Confirm button. These buttons will be available based on the parameter set in the current protocol. The ATS 5000 also includes an exclusive pre-op cuff test function. To test the cuff for leaks, connect the cuff to the main cuff ports. Touch the Advanced Features button. Then, touch the Cuff Test tab, followed by the Start button to begin the cuff test. A testing view appears showing an animated progress bar and button. When complete, the display shows Passed, Leak Detected, or Error. The final pre-inflation procedure is calculating the limb occlusion pressure, or LOP. LOP is the lowest cuff pressure at which complete blood occlusion occurs in the operative extremity. Calculating LOP is easy and can be done prior to draping the patient. The ATS 5000 offers two methods for measuring LOP, distal and EZ. For the distal method, ensure that the LOP sensor is plugged into the ATS 5000 and that the tourniquet cuff has been placed on the patient. Next, attach the sensor to the patient's operative limb. Remember to check the signal quality. Once the indicator illuminates green, proceed with measurement. For lower extremity surgery, the pulse sensor is typically applied to the second toe of the operative limb. For upper extremity surgery, the pulse sensor is typically applied to the index finger of the operative limb. To activate the LOP feature, touch the LOP icon on the display for the appropriate cuff, or touch the remote activation button on the side of the sensor. The ATS 5000 begins to inflate the cuff incrementally until the sensor detects the absence of a pulse in the operative limb. The tourniquet machine then calculates the LOP and allows the cuff to deflate. The LOP pulse sensor can then be removed. Using the LOP reading, the unit determines the recommended tourniquet pressure, or RTP, which is expressed in millimeters of mercury. In calculating the RTP, the unit includes a pressure margin in addition to the limb occlusion pressure. This feature helps ensure that blood occlusion in the limb is complete, even when blood pressure fluctuates during the surgical procedure. To accept the RTP, touch Confirm, and then touch Confirm for the pressure tile. This reading will remain on the screen until it is either confirmed or rejected. This setting can be adjusted during surgery if necessary. Additionally, you can calculate LOP using one of our compatible disposable cuffs via Easy LOP technology. To calculate using our compatible disposable cuffs, scan the packaging label of the dual-port cuff intended for use with the barcode scanner on the front face of the unit. Then, touch the LOP button in the bottom left corner of the screen to begin. The details of the identified cuff will be displayed on the cuff-detected screen. Connect the dual-port cuff to the device at the main cuff or second cuff port connectors. Apply the cuff on the patient following tourniquet cuff instructions for use. Touch the corresponding LOP button. The LOP measurement will last approximately 30 seconds. At the end of the LOP measurement, the unit will deflate the cuff and display the LOP and RTP pressures. To accept the RTP, touch the Confirm button. To reject the RTP value, touch the Cancel button. To retry the LOP measurement, touch the Retry button. Now that we've covered all the preoperative settings, it's time to learn about inflating and deflating the tourniquet for surgery. To inflate the tourniquet, simply touch the Inflate button corresponding to the cuff you wish to inflate. While the tourniquet cuff is inflated, pressure, time, and preferences can be adjusted if needed. The ATS 5000 recognizes two types of errors that may occur. For a minor error, such as time expiring, the indicator light will flash yellow and a message will appear on the screen. This type of error can be silenced for 30 seconds by pressing the Alarm Silence button or touching the alarm message displayed on the touch screen. For a major error, such as a line occlusion, the indicator light will flash red and a message will appear on the screen. This alarm cannot be silenced until the issue is resolved. To deflate a cuff at the end of a procedure, touch, drag, and hold the Deflate button for about 3 seconds. If the second cuff was inflated, you must always confirm deflation. To review the previous case's history, first touch the Advanced Features button. Then touch the History tab. For a graphical view, touch the History Graph button. Touch the Reset button to zero out the previous case's history. The history must be reset within the History tab by touching the Reset button on the time tile or by restarting the machine before the next procedure. Designed with surgeon preferences and patient outcomes in mind, The ATS 5000 tourniquet system from Zimmer Biomet offers a way to truly differentiate and personalize the experience for both patient and provider. A personal focus, a personalized fit. ATS 5000 from Zimmer Biomet.